মামাম এই লাইটটি জ্বালাবে? মামাম এই can everyone see this video? Please join this live chat session to clear your doubts. Yes. And you have to join with this live chat, because not only for the doubt clearing, also for attendance. Okay. If you have seen the video, join with us to clear your doubts. The decision. Yes. Debasri, you are telling right thing. If you do not have doubts, you have to enter this session to key in your attendance, right? Sir, can you explain the second problem once again? But the second problem means its complexity is order of log n plus s. Second problem, Sayantan Dasgupta. How to delete an array? Midul Jha. Who is Midul Jha? How to delete an array means? It is the very first question. Delete an array means the entire array can be deleted. Or I'm answering the question of Sayantan Dasgupta. Can you explain the second problem once again? You see, second problem is basically, can you improve the previous the same problem? Can you improve the efficiency of your solution of the same problem? So the technique is actually, you see this, do the suppose x is your element. First find out what the x is. If you can find out x here, you see this. Suppose the elements are 1, 2, 3, x, 9, 10, 11. Suppose this is the array. Now see here. Now do the binary search. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, what is the first step of binary search? Mid is equal to 0 plus 8 by 2, that is 4 here. What is that position? This very position is here. And this is that position. You see this. That means x is found in this place. If x is there, after certain step, you can definitely find out at least once x if it is there in this array. Suppose this x has been found here. Now, from this position, you can go to the left hand side because you know the index of this x is here 4. Now you can do the do a linear search from that very position 3 to ... 0. And if there is some where it is only one x is there and here it is less than x as it is a sorted array. That means number of left count is here 1, and here again you have to do the linear search from this very position 5, as there are only, suppose this 9 is not there, this is x, so right count should be here 2, that is 2. So left count plus right count plus 1, the first searched element, will give you the number of occurrences of the element x. Now this is clear to you. This is the second problem, right? And now I want to see if there are some questions here. Shiny day. Before shiny day, is there any question? Acha, Sammo Bose. Shantan, it is clear to you possibly, right? I am going to. Sir, can you please explain the second problem? Okay. That is the second problem of the assignment. Second problem of the assignment. Second problem means it can be, it has already been solved in your lecture. You see this, and how do you solve this? First, in the second problem, you have to find out the first occurrence of x, and you have to find out the last occurrence of x, and that means you have to find out the index 3, this is the first occurrence index, and this is the last index 6. Then find out last occurrence minus first occurrence plus 1 will give you the exact count of duplicated element x, that is 6 minus 3 plus 1, that is 4, will give you the result. How do you write this first answer? That you just follow the video, YouTube video, then you can get it. This is the actually the conditions are, that's the main thing is you have to do the binary search again to find out the first occurrence. That what are the conditions? You see here that if mid is equal to low and a mid value after some step, a mid is equal to data. If a mid is equal to data and mid is equal to low, what does it mean? That means actually mid value will be reassigned to low value. If you get that low value and mid value are same, that means we are on the leftmost leftmost occurrences of x, and otherwise in some cases a mid is equal to data and a mid minus 1 definitely less than data. That means if you have reached here and this value definitely less than x, that means no more occurrences of x are there on the left of this index. This is the lowest index of the x, value x, so this will give you the first occurrence. And similarly, if you check for high is equal to mid is equal to, if mid is equal to high and a mid is equal to data, or a mid is equal to data and a mid plus 1 greater than data, that means this is the last occurrence. So that means only you have to check for that condition and everything like binary search, then you can get this result, right? And now some other questions are there, and that is some of us after obtaining the first occurrence of x and the last occurrence of it, what is the next step? Next step is the last occurrence minus first occurrence plus 1. That's it. Actually, you know this. Suppose how many numbers are there in between 3 and 7? How many numbers are there in between 3 and 7? How many numbers are there including 3 and 7? 7 minus 3 plus 1. That is a very uh, class 6 level problem actually. 7 minus 3, that is 4 plus 1. You see the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 5 numbers are there. So last occurrence minus first occurrence plus 1 will give you the number of occurrences of x. That is 4 here. Right. This is second question. And next question is, I don't understand how do we Shiny they determine complexity. Sir, can you please explain complexity of what? Complexity means, actually, see this. If you have done this by just I'm giving you the second algorithm. That means you see, suppose you have find out with the help of binary search this x value. So how much time it will take? Or log n base 2, order of log n base 2. Now after finding this index, you have to do the linear search from this very location. How many x's are there? For counting the left count, how many x's are there? And you have to do the linear search from this index 5 onwards till you will get a number 10. That means left count, you have to do the linear search, and right count. So how many x's will be there? So this plus s will give you the complexity, because you have to do the linear search on the left hand side, linear search on the right hand side. So how many elements are there? If it may be the case the entire array is full with x, then you don't know about the data, then you have to find out the middle value, it is x, and you have to do the whole linear search up to the left end, and you have to do the right forward search up to the end. That means how many elements will be there? That is log n base 2 plus n. That is actually basically n is the dominating term, that is order of n. So this S will give you the intuitive idea about the output sensitive algorithm, as you don't know how many number of x's are there. So after finding the middle element, after finding the first x, you have to go to the left hand side. By doing the linear search, you have to go to the right hand side by the search. And S is how many times you have to do the linear search, that is depending on the array elements where the number of x's are there. So S is simply depending on the number of occurrences of S. So that's why it is called output sensitive algorithm. And if S is less than log n base 2, then its complexity is order of log n. And if S is greater than log n base 2, then its complexity is order of S. That's solely depending on the input size and how many occurrences are there. Yeah, right. This is the case. And this is the complexity. And the last algorithm, you see this, if you can find out the first occurrence, that will by binary search, complexity is order of log n base 2. And for the last occurrence, complexity is again log n base 2, because you are doing the binary search again. Log n base 2 plus log n base 2, that is 2 log n base 2, that is again order of log n. That is much improvement than this one, because you don't know the value of S, how many number of occurrences are there. Okay, possibly shiny there, you can understand this now. Any more doubt? So in the assignment, shall you write the C code or algorithm? You have to write the C code, not algorithm. I have given the algorithm. No algorithm should be written here, right? You have to implement with the help of C code, and C code is itself can be taken as an algorithm, right? This is the standard procedures. Any more doubts? Anton Dasgupta, shiny there, hard is clear. Okay. Any more doubts? I have given you the IEM CRP online test. Possibly its time is from 2 to 2:10 to 4:10, 2 to 2:10 to 2 to 240, but duration is 20 minutes. Do this and do the assignment within 2 days, right? Write the C codes only for those two problems, right? Implement it and feel it whether it will run properly or not, right? Sovik Poddar, sir, do we have to write it in our copy or can we send screenshot of code? You can do anything. You can write in your by your handwritten thing and take a picture of this and send to. Definitely we send the PDF, right? And or you send the screenshot of the your machine code, right? So we put. Okay. Right. Any more doubts? For unsorted user input array, is not linear search more effective? Definitely. If it is unsorted, then you cannot apply this binary search technique. You have to do the linear search. That is, you just see the video. The first algorithm is the best one, because you have to see all the elements. Otherwise, you cannot find out how many number of x's are there, because randomly it can be anywhere in the array. So the order of n should be the best complexity algorithm, right? You have to see the entire. You cannot prune any sublist from this array as it is unsorted. Yes, Ramit Bhomik, is it clear? Okay. Not. You are asking questions. Nice. If you have many of you have no doubt. I don't think so. You don't have any doubt. There are so many questions. And another question is that whether it can be further improved. Can anyone tell me? Whether in your algorithms of some more better things will be there, better complexity algorithms will be there. And Santan sir, if we have an unsorted, cannot we sort it and then apply binary search? Acha, okay. Definitely, but you see, it is a nice question, Santan. You see, if it is unsorted, then you can do this binary. You can do the sorting, and it will take possibly, I don't know, you know the sorting take n into log n time, right? Sorting complexity is n into log n, and your searching time is order of log n. So n log n plus log n, that means n log n definitely is the dominating term here. So this will give you the complexity, right? That means you see this, but one thing is there. Depending on the scenario, behavior of your client, if there are not so many um, modification of the array will be there for a certain organization, that means no more deletions or no more insertions will take place. That means one time sorting will be done. Then you can find out the number of occurrences of any element every time. Then it will be helpful. Otherwise, if the number of insertions and deletions are more for an organization, then you have to every time you have to do the inserting and deleting things, so that the entire array will be again sorted. Then it will take more time. So depending on the behavior of your client, what the client need to you just implement this, whether you will do the linear search or do the sorting, then do this order of log n thing, right? It depends on purely the behavior of the client, what they want. That is the main issue. Okay, Santan, right? Is it clear? That is, frequent insertions and deletions will not help you to increase the efficiency of the algorithm. But if the number of insertions and deletions in an array are not so frequent, and do the sorting and apply this, then it is good one. Okay. And nice question. Answer yes. Any more questions? Uh, Shreya Singh, you don't have any question? Somadip Bhuya, yes, in this case, we could technically insert the new element after checking the value, so it will remain sorted. Yes, yes, definitely yes. Definitely yes. In this case, you technically insert the new element. You have definitely if you do the sorting things, then definitely at the time of insertion, you have to take care of that thing. So the after inserting, the array will again be sorted. Definitely. Otherwise, you can insert at the very last position if the array is actually unsorted, right? That means every time insertion, the order of n time will be needed. So there is will no efficiency for searching this number of occurrences, because you know this can be done in a sort of order of log n. But every time you are doing insertion, that will take order of n, right? Is it clear, Somudi? Okay. Acha, everyone is everyone for everyone, is it clear to everybody that it is s is basically the number of occurrences actually? Yes, that's why it is called output sensitive algorithm. Every time the efficiency is depending on number of inputs, but here it is not only the number of inputs, sometimes it depends on the output, right? So this is called output sensitive algorithm. Those where no output parameter will take place at the efficiency, it is called input sensitive algorithms, right? Possibly it's clear to somebody, definitely. Those who are not asking questions, I don't think so. Everything is clear to those peoples, right? I try to understand. You can ask me in the next class, the third class of design thinking and innovation. No problem. I always allow you. But take time to read, see the video carefully, but it will help you, right? Okay. Can I stop here? So do the IMCRP test and also assignment. Okay. Bye. Take care.